Transforming timber as a project was really about how we could maximise the impact of the track record of research at Edinburgh Napier University in regards to the utilisation of UK, predominantly Scottish, timber resource for mass timber construction.
This project came about because Robert Hairston's, Matt Stevenson, who's Ecosystems Managing Director, and Sam Hart basically had a bit of a vision for what could be the future of construction.
Historically, UK-grown timber has had some issues in terms of cultural perceptions of its structural capabilities and integrity, aesthetics, appearance, and we have been able to utilise Edinburgh Napier University's expertise in terms of research, computer analysis, structural testing.
So we've been using the lower value product that we get from trees, bringing it in to the factory, processing it, and then putting it into panelised products, beams, into a building ultimately, and demonstrating that this wrongly perceived material to be not the best for construction actually can be used to create something really spectacular.
What can we do to make a difference given the climate crisis? Construction uses carbon-intensive materials of steel and concrete. Using timber is absolutely better because it ultimately sequestrates carbon in the built environment, but equally helps with job and wealth creation because you're using your local resource and therefore you're stimulating that local economy. And that goes from seed to built asset.
There are huge benefits to collaborating with Edinburgh Napier University. We have the benefit of being involved with some of the sharpest minds in the UK in terms of timber engineering. Robert and his team are very well known for their expertise, particularly around the homegrown timber resources, and therefore being able to support them turning their research into manufactured products has been a real benefit to BEST.
By working with Edinburgh Napier University, they also bring in students that come through their programmes, they bring them to BEST, into our Innovation Centre. They get to work a lot with us and see what we do and also expand upon their own experiences before going into the working world.
The key benefits that Ecosystems have found is just the breadth of collaboration that we've managed to pull together. You know, it started off as a much smaller project than it ended up, and you know, we've been gathering momentum as we've been going.
If you go from seed to building, there's so many players at play. If you want to truly influence that market, you have to collaborate.
The ripple effect of that collaboration has been incredible, and as a business, Ecosystems are really feeling the benefit of that as we're able to sort of cascade the information that we have learned out to the wider industry.
We need research, innovation, commercialisation and education to be happening in concert. You can only manage that through a collaborative approach and playing to the strengths of each of the partners that are within the mix of what you're doing.
One of our aspirations of the project is that we take the learnings that we've developed here and we are able to encapsulate them into future learnings for the youngest, sharpest, brightest minds that will be coming through Edinburgh Napier University in the future.
I think what we've done is exceptionally exciting. I think where we're at with the project and how everyone is collaborating to make a difference and partner in that approach is fundamentally very refreshing.
I come from a background of construction and development. I've been in the industry for almost 30 years and very much from a traditional house building background. What I'm now involved in is completely alien to how we would do things in the traditional manner. I could never go back to a traditional job anymore because it just doesn't offer the excitement, the sustainability, the longevity and the environmental benefits that we're seeing through this partnership.
I would highly recommend collaborating with Edinburgh Napier University. It's always a joy, it's always a pleasure. The academics there are problem solvers, they are global leaders in terms of their knowledge and their ability to solve problems. So I would highly recommend engaging as soon as you can.